to our podcast.
Hello, everyone.
It's Esme and Matilda.
We're back in your ears.
We're back. Actually, we thought that we were not going to be able to record an episode this week.
We did.
Because we've both been really, really busy, which is a good thing.
It is a good thing. It's not bad,
It was
but
also sad thinking about not recording an episode.
it was really sad.
We made it happen.
Here we are.
I'm glad we did. How are you?
Welcome, guys. I'm good.
Yeah?
I'm good.
Do you want to give us a weather report?
I do.
You're so good at it.
I'm going to just turn around to make sure I'm going to get it right.
Mm-hmm. Go. I will let everyone know that it's currently 6 p.m.
It is currently 6 p.m. in Oslo, Norway.
Sunday evening.
It's around 6 o'clock.
6. I just said that.
You
6
did.
p.m.
You
is
did.
what I said, and you repeated it.
I was like,
You're tired today.
I'm tired. Okay, it's blue skies,
Yes.
but it's crisp.
Oh, it's so nice.
It's like a crisp, like not fall quite, but like late summer evening.
Yes.
Where it's like, no, you don't need like a jacket, but like you can be just in a shirt or like long sleeves.
Or you can do like t-shirt with a denim jacket.
You can do
which
that.
Which is what I've been rocking for the past few days.
I'm down for it.
Which is also my favorite outfit.
It is.
So,
it's a killer outfit.
Yeah.
It's in the Matilda bank of outfits, for sure.
It definitely is.
Yeah.
Are you fixing your hair? I think it looks good.
Thank you.
You
I didn't look in the mirror when I did it.
That's all right.
Thanks.
It's all right. It's a good bun.
Thanks.
So you're tired today, and I'm tired today because
collectively tired.
You're tired because you did fun stuff yesterday.
Yes.
I am tired because I just came, like literally just came from my nephew's third birthday party.
What a ball!
Wow, it was energy level was high.
It was high.
It was on a constant high. Also a sugar high.
Yeah.
So it was obviously my nephew was there. It was his birthday party. And then both of my nieces were there. And then my nephew's cousin on his like other side of the family.
Yeah.
So there were 4 little kids under the age of 3. Yeah.
Exhausting.
You can just imagine.
Is what I was
But it was
described that
fun.
as.
I gave him a firefighter outfit. So he got like a firefighter jacket and a helmet. A little like fire extinguisher.
Aww.
And what was it? And like a badge. It was a lot of fun. So he had a great birthday.
That's the most important thing.
Yeah. And then he when I was leaving, it was pretty funny. I put my shoes on and then I was waiting for my sister and her boyfriend because they were leaving at the same time as me. So I just sat down on like the stairs in their house.
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting there like on my phone. And he said bye to someone else who left, like his grandma. So he was like, bye, grandma. And then he looks at me and he goes, you can leave now too, Aunt Matilda. And I was like,
thank you so much.
You don't want me to stay anymore? He's like, no. I was like, okay, well.
He was done.
We have been playing for so many hours. So I'm also happy to leave.
He was all partied out.
Yeah, so happy birthday to Oscar.
Happy birthday to him.
He had a great birthday, I think.
That's
he got
good.
everything he wanted. A lot of Legos.
What more does a 3-year-old want?
Nothing
these days.
Well, cake.
Yeah, that's
but a
also a win.
26-year-old also wants cake.
That's
because
true. It doesn't. It never dies.
No, it really doesn't. That's one thing that you don't get over.
You don't.
I had a lot of cake, so I'm pretty full.
Nice. I had cake yesterday too.
Oh,
I had cake with 2 types of ice cream.
No, ice cream cake?
Yeah, like cake, slice of cake.
2
types of ice cream on the side.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, I had pavlova.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I love a pavlova.
His mom makes a sick pavlova.
So I've heard. I've heard that on the grapevine.
Yep, it was pretty great.
She stayed true to form.
Oh,
and made a great
yes,
pavlova.
she did.
Of course
Also, my brother had made him a fire truck out of Jello.
What a legend.
Yep. So he, like you said, what more could a 3-year-old
Sounds
possibly
like a dream.
want? Yep. But speaking of other things that have happened this weekend, we launched a scavenger hunt.
We did.
The album, it's official when it's coming out. It's September 18th.
It
but
is.
You know that because we told you first.
I know.
We actually told people on this podcast last Monday, a week ago, and we told the rest of the world on Saturday, almost a week later. So
lucky you guys.
That's how exclusive the news were. Almost a week in advance.
Exactly. This podcast. You heard it here first.
Yes. Usually you will hear things here
You will
first.
hear everything here first.
I know I've said this before, but I still feel like this podcast is like our little secret club.
It really is.
And it's not that little because a lot of people listen to it, but like not everyone obviously listen to it. So I feel like what we say here, it's like what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Exactly.
What happens in the pod stays in the pod.
Stays in the pod.
So we can say whatever we want here.
We can.
But it's exciting. So I'm posting little clues on, well, not clues, like questions on my Instagram story every day for the next 10 days. And each like answer to each question, you're looking for the first letter
Of the answer.
Of the answer.
Okay.
Yeah. So after 10 days, you're going to have 10 letters, hopefully the right 10 letters that make up a word where you can log on to that website that I'm also posting every day and try that as a password. And if it's the right password, then you'll get all the information you need as to how you get to listen to my album a few days before it's actually out.
That is a wild deal.
It's pretty
a
cool.
good deal.
We've never done anything like this before. It was a little bit tricky to like get everything set up with the website and to actually make it work, but I think it's going to be really cool.
So, you heard it here first.
You heard it here first. And I will say, as a little hint, not to the actual like questions and answers, but to the prize, so that hopefully people will want to participate. It's not like we're just going to give you a link with the songs and then you can listen to them. There is something more than that. It's a little bit more exciting than just listening to the songs, is all I'm going to say. I will say that it's going to happen in a video form.
Okay.
So it's not going to be just audio that
it's
you
multimedia.
get. It's multimedia production.
Multimedia production.
That's what it
Online,
is. Yep.
digital.
So I'm really excited about it, actually.
That's
I'm
exciting.
kind of scared, too, because it's so close. Like, tomorrow, so we're recording this today, Sunday.
Yes.
Episode comes out tomorrow, Monday. And then it's like a week and 5 days until the album comes out.
Dude, that's wild.
That's crazy.
That's wild. What? Yeah, that's really crazy.
Oh, man. I can't even, like, understand.
It's happening.
Oh, man.
Wow.
I'm scared. I'm really excited, too.
Yeah,
but
I'm excited.
I'm scared.
I'm excited for everyone to hear it.
I am probably, I haven't decided yet, but I think maybe in a week that I'm going to post, and if I do post this, that I'm gonna say in a second on my social media, we can also talk about it here.
Okay.
So I think that I'm gonna post the track list of the album before it's actually out. What do you think?
I don't want to ask a question that's going to spoil stuff, so I'm just going to shut up.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But then I'm going to ask you once we stop recording this podcast.
Yes. But I think I'm going to do that because it's going to be fun to... I know a few of my favorite artists and bands have done that a couple of times with albums.
I like that.
Yeah, me too. It's really exciting to... Just from like titles, you get a sense of what this album is going to be about. Yeah. And it's fun to like have something actual
tangible,
to like hold on to and be like, okay, these are the songs.
Have you ever been like super surprised? Like you've seen a track list and then you automatically get in your head like an idea of like, especially if you know the artist well or you've listened to a lot of their stuff, you get like an idea of like, okay, so say this song is called this. Oh, I think I know what that's going to sound like. And it's completely different.
Oh, 100%.
I love it when that happens.
100%. Also, if like, I love when it's a plot twist. So like, let's say as like stupid example, but let's say the song is called I Love You, right? Yeah. So you look at that and it's like, oh, initially you're going to think that's going to be like a love song. Like, I love you. But then you listen to the song and in the lyrics, it's like, that was the last time I said I love you.
Exactly.
And then it's like, oh,
done.
I love that.
Love it.
When you have like a title that is basically means like the negative version of the title. Exactly. Or the opposite thing. But yeah, I think it's fun. So yeah, I'm going to have to ask the people I work with, the rest of the team. But I think you and I agree on releasing the track list before the facts.
I think you and I is enough.
That's true. You and I are enough.
So we'll just run it by them.
More than enough.
But so we're doing this.
We're not going to ask for them. We're going to let them know.
Exactly. This is just a memo.
Yep.
Send it in the style of like a memo.
Oh, man.
For your information. we're doing this.
We're
In fact, it's already done by the time you've read this message.
By the time you read this coded email,
Yeah,
we've
exactly.
already done it.
Exactly.
Oh man. No, but it's gonna be fun.
It is going to be fun.
Album is coming out.
It's coming out. I can't believe it.
I
I'm so
know.
excited.
You know what's crazy though? The other day I was in a session with two producers that I love working with, and I've worked with them a couple of times before. And when like beforehand, we didn't have any sort of, like set idea on what we were gonna do.
Yeah.
And so we just came there, and then we were like, should we make something for someone else, like a different artist, or should we make something that we can pitch to another artist, or should we make something for me? And I would have usually, considering the fact that I'm releasing an album in 2 weeks, I would have said, let's make something for someone else, because I'm not going to release more music than this album in a little while. But I was like, you know what? Let's just do something for me. Nice. So we made a song for me that I'm really, really happy with. We're going to finish it like next week, but it was so fun and weird to feel like I got like that kind of excited that you get when you make new music. And I was like, ooh, I just want to release this. But then I realized, like, well, you have an entire album that's not even out yet.
Just about to come out.
Yeah, it's not even out. But it's so weird because like I've been working with these songs in this album for over a year.
Yeah.
So in a way, I'm kind of done with it. Like not in necessarily a negative way.
No.
But it's just that I've heard them so many times and worked on them so much that by the time they come out, it's like, but that's almost, I'm glad that I have that feeling.
Yeah.
Because then I
you
feel
know
like
it's ready.
Yeah, and I feel like I can like let it go and like just like let the album go and let everyone else like have it.
Yeah.
Like
the creative chapter is over.
Yeah, it really is though. So like this album is yours now. Like when it comes out in 2 weeks, it's not mine anymore. It's yours to, dance and cry and feel to, hopefully.
That's some clues.
Those are the 3 things that I hope you'll be doing. Crying, dance, and feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
And maybe like kiss someone. That'd be cool.
That would be cool. Let us know.
Let us know what you do to my album.
Yeah, actually, no, anything is fine.
Anything is fine. Whatever you want to do.
We don't judge. We don't have boundaries here.
No. We don't judge.
This is the pod.
Except for when people ask me to sing When Something Ends at their wedding.
Yeah.
I judge that a little bit. I think it's strange. That has
is very
happened
weird.
multiple times.
That is very weird.
It's do you want to start this day, this marriage with When Something Ends? That's
Let's
weird.
Let's have a breakup song.
But I mean, everyone have their own stories.
That's
and
fine.
Their own feelings connected to songs. So I mean, whatever you want to do, I support
do you,
that.
Boo. I will sing my breakup song at your wedding. No questions asked.
People are
That's
weird.
fine.
People are weird.
Yeah.
But you said before we started recording this podcast that you potentially had some questions.
I did.
For me.
I did.
What are
some
they?
questions for you? I was just gonna do a little quick buzz round on like questions about your album process.
Okay, cool.
How do you feel about that?
About the album process?
No, about the questions.
Oh, I feel good about it.
Okay, that's great. That's great. Okay, so I sound like an interviewer now.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's begin. No, I may know some answers to these questions, but I think people would find it interesting.
Okay.
So when you were like, I'm gonna write an album, or when you thought, okay, I'm gonna make an album, with maybe some songs you already have, how many songs did you originally have, or have at some point in the album, and then think this isn't right?
Okay, that's a good question. So, I wasn't meant to make an album.
That was true.
Yeah, you know that. It was not the plan at all. So the last year, the only plan I had was the video project.
Yeah.
Which was the 4 videos and songs that are all connected and it's like one story. So it's Say Something, Her Too, Let It Go, and Forever.
Yes.
That was the plan. And then last year around this time last year, like September, October, I realized that in 2020, it's my like 10-year anniversary in the music industry since I started, recording and making music and working with labels and all of that. And it just like hit me and I was like, wow, that's wild. I mean, I started when I was 16, but still it's crazy to think about that it's been 10 years. And then that's when I like talked to you and I was like, I feel like it should be something bigger.
Mhm.
And that entire video project should lead up to something. It
Yeah.
shouldn't just be
Yeah.
that project and then for that to end
Mhm.
with the last video. It should be something more. And that's when I first started thinking about an album.
Mm.
But then again, like things are so different now than what it was. The last time I released an album was 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And even then, just 5 years ago, you still like sold physical copies of
Mhm.
an album. Even like the biggest artists in the world don't
Yeah.
sell that many actual physical
No.
records. I saw, I think yesterday, the Louis Capaldi, which was
Yeah.
one of the most played streamed artists of 2019.
Yeah.
He has like billions, millions, billions of streams. His album had sold 1 million copies,
Exactly.
physical copies. So like that says a
Mm.
lot when he has billions of streams
Yeah.
and 1 million physical
Yeah.
copies. So I didn't know if it's like, is it possible? Like, can we just maybe just release it digital? Like,
Mhm.
is it possible? So I went to Sony, my label, and I presented this idea that I want to make an album containing, I don't know if I've said this before, but it contains the songs, the
Mhm.
video songs. And to my surprise, they were very excited about the idea of making an album. And then I said, like, kind of on a whim, I was like, what if I just make it myself?
Yeah.
And everyone just like kind of like froze for a minute and they were like, what do you mean make it yourself? I was like, well,
Let's dissect this
I
statement.
mean, obviously I'm gonna write it, but what if I also produce it?
Mhm.
And they were like, do you think you can produce it? And I was like, probably not, but I mean I could try. It would be
Mhm.
fun.
I'll give it a college try.
Yeah, and it would be fun, like especially since it's an anniversary and it's like a
Mhm.
big year for me. So like, why not? And so everyone agreed that that's what we're doing. And so I started the process. I knew I had the 4 songs that were the videos, so
Yep.
they were set. And I figured like ish an amount of songs I wanted to have on the album, which initially was 10.
Mhm.
And so I pretty quickly gathered all the 10 songs. I was like, this is the
This
album.
is it.
The first time I presented a track list to you was
Mhm.
in November.
Mhm.
And out of those 10 songs, including the video songs,
Yeah.
only the video songs and one more song is still on it.
Yeah. This is true.
Yeah, and I changed first I changed like 2 songs I think.
Yeah.
Like right after Christmas, and then in as late as I want to say March,
Mm.
I switched out half the album in March.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then I had my final 10 and in June I added one more.
You did.
Yeah, because I wrote a new one that I really wanted to be on there.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's gonna be 11 songs, and it's been songs have been going in and out, but
Yeah.
can't change it now. So the final 11 is I ended on that in June, which is crazy because it's just a few months ago. But yeah,
Yeah.
that was a
been a
long
roller
answer to
coaster.
a short question, but there's no short answer to that.
Exactly. It has to be unpacked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I remember when we first had like the original 10 last
Yep.
year, and we were like, well, we've nailed it.
Yeah,
We were
so
like,
confident,
we
so
have
confident.
really nailed this. Like, this is perfect. Nothing should change. I'm just gonna work on these songs. And then it was like
Yeah.
months were like going on, and we're like, maybe this one should go, or like, oh, this is better, or the order, or like,
Yep.
just like small
Because
things.
that's the thing too, like what you said, like with the order. Because it's not like the songs that I kicked out of the album is I didn't kick them out because I'm never gonna release them.
No.
I probably am, and it's not that I don't like the songs. It's just that everything has to, like in my head, it has to make sense.
Yeah.
Like the track list
Yeah.
of the song, the order, the story, like everything has to make sense. So that's what you do. But I'm pretty sure everyone who, a friend of mine is making an album right now, and in 2 parts. And the first part is already out. The second part is coming out soon. And she, like literally a month and a half ago, tossed away the entire second album and spent a month and a half making a new one.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think it's pretty normal. Like probably more normal than you think as just a listener. I don't think you, well, for obvious reasons, don't think about what goes into actually making an album. But I think a lot of people will kick songs out and take
Yeah.
new songs in. Yeah.
Yeah. I have another question.
Go.
Okay, so you've already said that because you produced the album yourself, which
Yeah.
was the first time you did that. I know that. I don't know if I know other people know that. But what was or is still is like the most challenging like thing you had to like either learn or figure out or do to like in terms of producing
Yeah.
like for this album? Like, was there anything where like you hit like a roadblock, like I don't like the sound, or like I don't know if I need another opinion, or moments where you were like, can I do it? Or moments where you were like, I think this sounds good, but you were like doubting yourself basically,
Yeah.
or was it like a smooth
It's definitely
a
not
smooth
smooth.
journey?
You know this. It's definitely not smooth. And so many moments of thinking, like, can I do this? Like feeling like I had taken on more than I could actually do. But I think there were two things that I want to say that are like that were felt like the main challenges. The first thing was that I've always literally for as long as I've done this, since I was 13 years old, I've made like simple demos of every song I've ever written at home, and then I've brought that demo to a producer.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I'm used to making demos. But the challenge then became the fact that I'm used to, like, let's say I make a demo and I put like some piano, a beat, and a bass and vocals. Then I'm used to like, okay, I'll just put this bass, like it sounds really like basic and not like anything special, but I'll just leave it, and then Chris or whomever producer I'm working with is gonna fix it,
Yeah.
right, and make it sound cool.
Yeah.
But then the challenge became that no one is gonna come and fix it and make it cool.
No.
If anyone is gonna make it cool, it has to be me.
Yeah.
And that was a challenge because, first of all, just like switching my mindset on that, like forgetting to think someone's gonna come and fix it, and just realizing that there's no one fixing it, you have to fix it. So that was like that in itself, but then also learning how to do it.
Yeah.
Because there's so many things that I knew how to do on a very basic level. So I've called a lot of producer friends and like asked them for advice and asked them to teach me stuff. I've been doing like tutorials on YouTube, like for little things that I didn't know how to. And then the second challenge, I'd say, like, of the big, obviously there's like a million tiny challenges, but like the other big one was to see the entire picture of a song.
Yeah.
So like I could have like the melodies, obviously like the singing melodies and like the chords and everything, but seeing every part of a song and like figuring out every bit of a song. So like one thing is like you have the melody and the chords, but then you have to have a beat, you have to have a bass, you have to like fill in the gaps, if that makes sense. So it's like, I don't know how to describe it, but like I feel like the only like picture I can paint so that people possibly could understand is like if you watch a movie or even a music video, there will be dialogue, right? And then in between this dialogue that we're having and the next shot of a different dialogue, there's going to be a picture in between there. There's going to be a picture of like the sky or a car driving by or like something to like fill the gaps. Like that's the thing that I wasn't used to doing.
Okay. Yeah.
So like all the little details to make it feel and sound complete and like finished. That was a challenge because I've never tried doing that before. I'm used to just like playing the chords, singing the song, and then someone else takes care of the details. So, but that's been so much fun. Like trying to, because this is a different way of thinking. Because you build the song up first, and then you're like, okay, what's missing here? Even like, this is one of my favorite things that happened actually in the entire process. I almost said the name, I'm not going to say the name, but one of the songs, which is actually song number 1 on the album, I had the entire song ready, or like almost ready, and I played it to you.
Yes.
You remember this?
Yeah.
I played it to you, and I said, I feel like this song is like 98% done. Something is missing, but I cannot figure out what it is. And I didn't expect you to come up with what was missing, but I was just like, just listen to it. I played it to you, and after the first listen, you said like, oh, you know what I like kind of imagined listening to this? I imagine this, and then you said something, and I was like, wait, what? Let me just let me just try this
Let me
right
just
away.
put
So
it
I
in.
literally tried it as you were sitting here on this couch.
Yes.
And I just did it like quickly, like a very rough version of
Mm-hmm.
what you said.
Mm-hmm.
Which when the album is out, we can tell them exactly what it is.
Yes,
Because
we can.
it turned out to be a big, big, big part of the song. So that was really cool. Thank you for that.
No worries. I'd actually completely forgotten about
Yeah,
that. I
no,
had
so
completely forgotten.
and the fun thing was that like because like sometimes you get so blind like
Yeah.
listening to it over and over and over again. So you came in with a fresh idea, put it in there, it worked out perfectly. That's what was missing. And then now if I were to listen to the version I had before that
Before the
part,
change. Yeah.
it sounds like so unfinished and like naked and weird. So sometimes you need someone, like you said, like sometimes you do need someone else's ears. You just
Yeah.
need to like borrow their ears and be
Exactly.
like, what do you, and that can be like, it doesn't matter that you're not a musician because you can still hear what you like picture
It's
in your
like the
head.
listener's perspective almost. Like
Right, and that's you're sometimes even better than getting a professional opinion on it. So yeah, those have been the challenges.
I'm so proud of you for doing a whole album.
Thank you.
I've just thought about it and it's quite overwhelming. I'm like, you did a whole album.
It's wild.
Like an entire album.
I feel proud of myself for doing it, but I don't think that I know we've said this before, but I don't think that my brain still, I don't think it will happen until it's out, but I feel like I can't quite comprehend
No.
the fact that this is happening or that it has happened
No.
until it's out.
Until
It's
it
gonna be
happens.
strange. I got an email. I sent you a
Yeah,
screenshot.
yeah.
I got an email the other day from Spotify, and it came like, "Get ready for your release." They always send that out like a few weeks before whatever you're releasing comes out, and it was a picture of like the cover art and everything, and it says like, "Oh, it comes out September 18th," and I was like, "Whoa,
Yes, it
this
does.
is actually happening."
It's happening.
So yeah, that was pretty crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, those were my questions.
Those were good questions.
I feel like they were good questions.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like it's good for the audience to know some behind the scenes.
Yeah, for sure.
Behind the scenes
And
action.
obviously, when the album is out, also before the album is out, but I assume that it's gonna be easier when it's out. If anyone has any questions about
Yeah.
like the songs, the lyrics, the productions, whatever it is,
What
like
I did in song 1, for
Yes.
example.
would be fun though if we can have people guess what you did.
Yeah, I
in
think
song
that would be
one.
fun.
And see if they can like, all I'm gonna say, it's like a big important part of making the song like catchy. So yeah, that'd be fun if people wanted to guess. But anyway, if you have any questions at all about anything that has to do with the album, then please
Shoot them our way.
yes, please do, and we will answer them.
We
to
will,
the
apparently.
best of our ability.
I will sit here and
Maybe
nod.
we should have Esme answer all the questions.
I mean, I feel like the technical ones I can handle, and you can take like the other questions.
yeah.
Like, what Logic plugin did you use for this vocal
Oh,
chain?
God.
Whatever that
The
is.
fact that you even knew those words, I know you don't know what it means, but the fact that you knew those words are very impressive.
Thank you. It's because
you
I
even-
watched the webinar.
You watched a webinar with Phineas.
I did.
Which
I did.
was supposed to watch, but I fell asleep.
You did. But I covered your back.
Yes, you did. That was really sweet. Esme wrote, so he had like a webinar like on production, basically. And you wrote down like all the key things
Yeah.
that you thought that I needed to know, like what microphone he uses, what headphones he uses, like everything like that.
All those things. I didn't realize how expensive microphones were, guys. But
Yep.
when you get successful, you can buy some sick microphones.
Dude,
What
the microphone
fuck?
that he has though, what was it? I can't remember the price of it.
It was like 55,000 coronas.
Yeah, which is like
$6,000.
$6,000. Yeah, it's expensive.
It's crazy.
I mean, it's not expensive when you're Phineas and rich.
no, but like he said himself, he was like, they recorded previous albums on cheaper microphones
Yeah.
because they weren't rich. Then he was like, but then I got rich and I buy nice
but
microphones.
so nice though.
So yeah, but
Speaking of not being rich but doing things that you wish you were rich doing,
yeah,
I might be getting a new kitchen.
You may
Building
well be.
a new kitchen. Hopefully. I went to IKEA
you did.
and I booked a session with a kitchen person
Kitchen man.
the kitchen man to to draw up a new kitchen
It looks great.
and choosing all the materials and everything. So hopefully, in a short amount of time, I will have a brand new kitchen.
I think you
Feels
will.
extremely adult.
It really is.
I will say that this feels more adult than buying an apartment.
I think it is too.
Yeah.
Because now you're really
It's
committing to
weird.
it.
Because, like, I bought this apartment a year and a half ago.
Mhm.
Yeah. And that felt super adult.
Yeah.
And I know that, like, in America, it's not that common to actually buy apartments.
No.
But here I'd say it's more common to buy apartments than
Yeah.
leasing.
Mm.
And it is really expensive. So, like, you can't do it when you're 20, obviously. But I felt really like fortunate when I got to buy one, and that felt really adult. But now, even considering getting a new kitchen,
Customizing it?
yeah, like going by myself to IKEA, like, yeah, these
So
are my
grown up.
measurements. Like, this is what I want. I would love a dishwasher.
I want the joints to be custom.
Oh man, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm getting a custom made. What is it called? Countertop is what
yeah.
it's called. But yeah, no, it felt weird. It also felt very right.
Yeah.
I will say it felt
It
very
looks right in the drawings.
The drawing is so good.
It is.
I need this to happen.
I really
Yeah.
hope it does.
I'm gonna call my bank and say, "Give me money.
Give me money.
Let me make a new kitchen."
I'm sure they will.
I hope so. Should we have a kitchen warming party?
Yes.
And when I say kitchen warming party, I mean you, me, and your fiance.
Yeah,
and
that's great.
Potentially someone else.
Yeah. Hello. Hi.
Someone else could potentially be joining the kitchen warming party.
But who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows who that could be? No idea.
I don't know. My mom.
Yeah, hopefully.
Your mom.
Even more hopefully.
Hi, Brig. How are you?
Hi, Brig.
Please message me. I haven't talked to you in a while.
Yeah.
You don't have to message Esme, but you can message me if you want.
That's fine. No worries.
Anyway, this was a fun episode.
This
you
was
had
a fun
really
episode.
good questions.
Thanks so much. I
For
feel
what?
like I had something else to say. Not in terms of questions.
Can you remember?
Oh, we bought Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2.
Oh my god.
Both of us bought it. In fact.
Wow. For those of you who never tried it, I feel
Who
sorry
didn't
for
have
you.
a childhood.
This is like literally such a big part of our childhood.
Oh my god.
To play
huge,
Tony Hawk
huge.
back in the day, and now they have remade it. Well,
Holy
like
shit.
touched up the entire. They combined Tony Hawk 1 and 2
Yes, they did.
into one game. They made it into it's like 4K quality. And it was so cool in the beginning, like when you first like open up the game, they play this video of the old game.
It's so sick.
And then like the screen kind of just like fades into the new one. It's the same picture, same shot, but just like better quality. So much fun.
So much
We
fun.
both bought it the day it came out.
We did.
We've
I have literally only ever done that with like FIFA.
Oh, so
Like once or twice.
much fun.
Dude, it's sick.
Will recommend. If
10 out of
anyone
10.
wants a fun PlayStation, or I'm sure it's on Xbox.
Yeah, it's also on
too,
Xbox, yeah.
Then you should go get it.
You should
because-
seriously, you have to.
Wow,
guys.
that was fun.
It's so good. Like, even regardless if you didn't play it as a kid, it's just a really good game.
So fun.
It's really fun. And
Did you see that they also have mods in the game?
Yeah.
Where you can like choose to have
Yeah.
perfect balance
Yeah.
and stuff like that. I was like, this is wild.
It's great.
So much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think it's time to sign off.
That just flew right by.
It really did. But I am eating tacos tonight.
You
What
are.
are you doing?
I am eating burgers.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm eating burgers. And I also have a quick confession before we leave.
Please.
We actually also have pizza for lunch. And when I say pizza for lunch, A, I ate pizza for dinner yesterday. And
Yes.
B, this was like a pizza I went and picked up from a pizza store.
For lunch?
Yeah, for lunch.
Oh,
Because, you know,
nice.
feeling bougie, it was like, my fiance was like, oh, I really want pizza. And I was like, oh, but it's only, because in Norway we just have Sunday stores on Sunday, which is smaller stores, like
Yeah.
food stores.
Basically, not everything is open.
Exactly. So the selection's not great and it's a bit more pricey and it's not payday yet. So I was like, yeah, but the store doesn't have any good pizzas. And she was like, let's just get one from like a takeout place. And I was like,
Oh,
let's
What
do
kind
it.
of pizza did you have?
Just went margarita, you know,
Ooh.
like a good. I think a good
You
margarita
can
is nice.
Never go wrong with that.
It's true. So yeah. So tonight,
Look at us.
So now it's burgers.
Thriving on a
Thriving.
Sunday, food wise.
Truly.
I'm excited.
Yeah. me
Well,
too.
you enjoy your burgers.
Enjoy your tacos.
Thank you. and we will
See
see
you
you.
next
Well, we
week.
won't see you, but you will hear from us
You'll hear from us in the very near
a week
future.
from now.
Yeah.
And when you do, it's album release week.
Do, 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 do.
Thank you for
Epic.
listening.
Thank you guys.
Bye.
Bye.